Hey folks, Krazy Larry down here, Larry's Rod Shop with old number 66. Hey, I said we were going to do a quick thing about O2 simulators on our Crown Vic due to the fact that we're taking off the catalytic converters. So we got to do something. So, all right, well, here goes. Let's here take a quick look at some of the things we got. All right, so here's our two donor sensors right here. You need a decent electronics type of solder, some soldering paste, some tie wraps, X-Acto knife or some type of sharp instrument. Don't cut yourself. And some shrink tubing and a decent soldering iron, something you can really control the heat. All right, what else are we going to need? So I bought a bunch of these resistors and capacitors on eBay. Cost me a total of $10. All right, so not bad, $10 in my time. So here we go. All right, so let's take a look at our, this is what the sensor circuit looks like. And the two white wires, you don't need to concern yourself with. They're heaters out here in the O2 sensor. So we're gonna leave those alone. We're only gonna concern ourselves with the black and the gray. And the black is the signal and the gray is the ground. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to cut the black and we're going to splice in this 1 mega ohm resistor, and then we're going to put this capacitor upstream of the resistor. It's got to be on the business side, on the connector side of the resistor. All right. So in detail, here's what we need for parts. We need 1 mega ohm half watt resistor, one of these, and we need one of these 1 microfarad capacitor, 50 volt. That's what I'm using anyways. Hopefully this will all work. Okay, so let's take a little closer look at what we got going on here. All right, so there's our two white wires. We don't need to concern ourselves with this. There's our black wire, and we've put the resistor in there. And here is our capacitor, and it's upstream. And so there's one caveat with the capacitor. The resistor has no polarity. You can put it any which way. You can flip it upside down. Doesn't matter. However, let's use this. You can see this. There's just writing on one side of the capacitor, and when we flip it over, there we have kind of like a white patch with some dashed marks. That's the negative side of the capacitor. So we want the negative side of the capacitor to go to the gray wire. The gray wire is our signal ground in this circuit. So that's going to go there. All right. So that's kind of it with the construction of that. Make sure you put your shrink tubing back on this to protect it, so you don't have any live parts. You don't want a short in your system. And then we can release the tie wrap and let this thermal rubber go back, cover all this stuff. So that'll protect it from the heat from the exhaust. All right. And let's just put the disclaimer on this that you really shouldn't be doing this. The EPA frowns on this. You modifying a car, taking the cats off and modifying O2 sensors. But for our particular class, we're allowed to take the cats off. So somehow we have to fool the engine into thinking that the fuel-air ratio mixture is still good. So that's why we're modifying these O2 sensors. Okay, so that's it for O2 sensor simulators. Thanks for watching.